We often think of the universe as eternal, vast, unchanging, infinite. But the truth is darker, quieter, and far more fragile. The universe is not forever. It is dying. Every star you see in the night sky is burning its limited fuel. Every galaxy is drifting farther from every other. And one day, there will be no light left to see. But what if this doesn't have to be the end? What if there was a way, somehow, to escape a dying universe? The end of everything to imagine escaping. First, we must understand what we're escaping from. There are several possible endings to our universe, each more haunting than the last. The first is heat death, the slow, inevitable cooling of everything. Over trillions of years, stars will burn out, galaxies will fade, and black holes will evaporate. Energy will spread so thin that no life, no movement, no information can exist. The universe will reach perfect equilibrium, a frozen, eternal silence. Another possibility is the Big Crunch, the opposite of the Big Bang. If gravity wins over dark energy, the expansion of the universe will reverse. Galaxies will fall back together, stars will collide, and the cosmos will collapse into itself, ending in a single, infinite point. A cosmic implosion, or there is the Big Rip, a fate even more terrifying. If dark energy grows stronger with time, it will stretch space faster and faster, until galaxies, stars, planets, and even atoms are torn apart. The fabric of reality itself will rip apart at the seams. Whichever ending awaits, it is clear, the universe as we know, it will not last. And so, the question arises, can we escape it? The dream of cosmic exodus. If we cannot stop the end, maybe we can leave before it comes. Human beings have always looked for ways to survive the impossible. Floods, famines, extinctions. But escaping the universe itself may be the ultimate challenge. There are 3 ideas scientists and philosophers have explored: time travel, wormholes, and higher dimensions. Let's begin with the first. Escaping through time if the universe is dying. Perhaps we could travel to a time before its death. Einstein's theory of relativity tells us that time is not a fixed river. It bends. It stretches. It loops. In principle, if you could travel close to the speed of light, or orbit a black hole, you could experience time at a different rate. 1 year for you could be 1,000,000 years for the rest of the universe. You could outrun the decay of time, but only locally. The universe would still age around you. When you emerge, everything else would be gone. So time travel isn't a true escape. It's a pause, a delay of the inevitable. To truly leave, we would need to step outside time itself, escaping through wormholes. Hypothetical tunnels through space-time may connect distant points in the universe, or even different universes entirely. They are predicted by Einstein's equations, but no one has ever seen one. A traversable wormhole could, in theory, let us bypass the death of our universe by crossing into another. One not yet doomed, perhaps younger, fresher, still alive. But there's a catch. Wormholes are unstable. The slightest disturbance causes them to collapse. To hold one open, you'd need negative energy, something that may not even exist in usable form. Even if we could find or create it, the wormhole would likely evaporate faster than we could cross it. Still, some physicists, like Kip Thorne, have shown that in theory, under the right conditions, they might be stable long enough for a passage. If such technology could exist, it might be the only real doorway out of a dying cosmos. Escaping through dimensions, there's another idea, one that stretches the imagination even further. What if our universe is not all there is, but just one slice of a much larger reality? According to string theory, our universe might be a 3-dimensional brain floating in a higher dimensional space, a bulk. In this framework, other universes could exist parallel to ours. separated by a microscopic distance in dimensions we cannot perceive. If the laws of physics in the higher dimension allow it, we might one day tunnel through, escaping not just space and time, but the very boundaries of our universe. This wouldn't be traveling faster than light or through time. It would be leaving the simulation entirely. Imagine ants crawling on a sheet of paper. To them, the paper is their entire world. But we, in 3 dimensions, can lift one ant and place it on another sheet. The ant has escaped its universe without even knowing how. Could we one day become that ant? Escaping through creation if we cannot leave. Perhaps we can build a new universe. Theoretical physicist Alan Guth proposed that it might be possible to create a baby universe through quantum fluctuations, a small bubble of space that expands and detaches from ours, forming its own reality with its own physical laws. This idea is both thrilling and terrifying, if true. A sufficiently advanced civilization could create a new universe, seed it with life, and then move into it, escaping their dying cosmos by starting another. But creating a universe would require manipulating energies far beyond our comprehension, possibly the energy of the entire universe itself. There's also the ethical question. If you create a new universe, are you also creating trillions of new lives? Would you be a god to them, or a criminal, dooming them to the same fate? The philosophical escape? Maybe we're thinking about escape the wrong way. Maybe the goal isn't to flee the end of the universe, but to transcend it. Some scientists and philosophers suggest that consciousness, not matter, is the true fabric of reality. That awareness might survive the death of physical space. In this view, when the universe dies, consciousness could evolve or migrate to another plane of existence, not physically, but INFORMATIONALLY. If reality is ultimately made of information, then the end of the universe might not mean destruction, but data transfer. The pattern of the cosmos could continue, reassembled somewhere else, a higher dimensional reboot. In that sense, we might never truly die. We might simply change form. The simulation hypothesis: if our universe is a simulation, as some theories suggest, then escaping might be simpler than it sounds. Not through technology, but through discovery. A simulation can be shut down, copied, or transcended. If reality is computational, then higher beings, or even future versions of ourselves, could alter the code. In that case, the death of the universe would be just one line of programming. And escaping might mean being uploaded or awakening into the next layer of reality. Of course, there is no proof of this, but the possibility alone changes everything. Facing the end. So, can we really escape a dying universe? Maybe, but not yet. We are still bound by the same physics that will one day erase us. Our technology cannot yet touch the edges of the cosmic laws that define existence, and yet, our minds already reach beyond them. The very fact that we can imagine an escape means something profound. In a universe destined to fade into darkness, the emergence of thought, of curiosity, of wonder, is itself a rebellion against entropy. We are the universe trying to save itself, trying to find a way out. The final reflection, perhaps the most haunting possibility, is that there is no escape. Perhaps the universe ends, and everything ends with it. But maybe that's okay, because even if we can't survive forever, the story of the universe, the stars, the galaxies, the brief moment of light and life will have existed. For a fleeting instant, there was awareness. There was beauty. There was us. And in that moment, the universe achieved something extraordinary. It looked at itself and asked, "Can I continue?" Even if the answer is no, the question itself may be enough, because the act of wondering, of searching, of dreaming is the escape.